Claire thought this grandmother was trash, so she treated her like it. She even called the police to finish the job, but she had no idea. She just arrested the boss. You won't believe what happens next. Watch until the end.
Start with cinematic shots of the Bennett Grand Hotel. Describe the opulence. The Italian marble floors, the $200,000 crystal chandelier, and the scent of expensive jasmine in the air. This is a place where a single night costs more than most people's monthly rent. Margaret Bennett enters. Describe her carefully. She's 68, wearing a faded, oversized cardigan and sensible shoes. She looks like a grandmother coming back from a local grocery store, not a billionaire. Introduce Claire, the front desk clerk. She is perfectly groomed, arrogant, and judging every person who walks through the door. Margaret walks up to the desk. Claire doesn't even look up at first. When she does, her face twists in disgust. Claire snaps, "Can I help you? Or are you lost?" Margaret calmly says she has a reservation. Claire laughs out loud. She tells Margaret, "We don't take vouchers here. You smell like a thrift store. Leave before I call security." Claire slams a bottle of hand sanitizer on the counter and tells Margaret to clean herself before she touches the expensive marble. This adds a layer of deep disrespect that will make the audience's blood boil. To highlight the discrimination, a wealthy-looking white couple walks in. Watch Claire's face change instantly. She becomes the perfect professional. She offers them champagne, upgrades them to the presidential suite for free, and ignores Margaret completely. Margaret tries to speak again, and Claire turns back with pure venom. She tells Margaret, "This is a 5-star hotel, not a homeless shelter. Look at yourself. You don't belong here." Claire decides to clean up the lobby. She picks up the phone and calls 911. She lies to the operator. "There is a suspicious person in the lobby, possibly armed. Black female, late 60s. Please hurry." Other guests start recording on their phones. Some look uncomfortable. One woman in a fur coat tells Claire she's being rude, but Claire ignores her. 2 police officers rush in. They don't ask questions. They grab Margaret. Describe the cold metal of the handcuffs biting into her arthritic wrists. Margaret doesn't fight. She just watches Claire with steady, calm eyes. The general manager, Mr. Henderson, runs out of the back office holding a folder. His face is pale. He screams, "Stop! Release her right now!" Claire thinks he's talking about the threat. She says, "Sir, don't worry. We're making an arrest." Mr. Henderson looks at the officers and says, "Do you know who this is? This is Margaret Bennett. She doesn't just have a reservation. She owns this hotel. She owns every hotel in this chain." The lobby goes dead silent. The handcuffs are removed immediately. Claire's legs give out, and she has to grab the desk to keep from falling. Margaret rubs her wrists. She doesn't scream. She speaks with quiet, unshakable power. She looks Claire in the eye. "You didn't need to know my bank balance to treat me like a human being. Your problem isn't that you didn't recognize your boss. Your problem is that you think some people deserve respect and others don't. You're fired." End the video by mentioning that the police officers and the hotel management are now under investigation for the armed lie. Tell the audience to follow for part 2 to see the legal consequences Claire faced.